Listen, family. We're going to come back and we're going to give you an update, and we're also going to add somebody very, very special. Now, what we're going to do is, because, sometimes people like audio and visual. We're going to look at this little clip in regards to the case, and then we're going to speak on the facts of the things that we know. Shout out to everybody who joined me earlier today. We did a recap of Detroit, Naziah's 15th birthday celebration. We did a recap. If you missed that, listen, there's part 1 and part 2 that's on my channel. One of them is going to be a live that you're going to find in the live tab. The second one is a video that's on my channel. So go and please watch that, all right? Watch them both in its entirety. Bring some tissue with you, okay? Because it is a little bit sentimental, all right? But listen, we're going to get into this we're going to get into this clip first before we bring on a guest. We're going to talk about some things. We're going to get everybody on the same page. A lot of people wanted to know
the family
trial updates and things like that. So we're going to go ahead and get this started. Let me go ahead and get me up here real quick. We're going to get this started, and then we're going to add the guests. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Hey, listen, if you follow me on Twitch, I don't even know how many subscribers that I got, but we just need to get back to 1K. And after we get to 1K, we need to get to where we're going to get. You know what I'm saying? It's 9:20. We only got 9:19. We only got 10 more days in the remaining in the rest of the month. Let's just try to get as much as we can, you know what I'm saying, on Twitchy. Now, if you do not follow my Twitch, please click the link, all right, and help me get to my goal. Now, I know a lot of you guys hate doing new apps and things like that. You guys be sending me super chats. Instead of sending me super chats, please transfer that super chat money over to the subscribing portion of on Twitch and try to help me reach my goal of Twitch that I've never got to before in my life. Help me. Y'all say y'all like me and shit. Help me get there, damn it. It takes a village. It takes all y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I got to 3,000 subscribers before. I want to be able to get to 3,000 or better. You feel what I'm saying? I really, really want to do that. Now, look, we finna get into this update. And let's take a look. Let's get it.
The family of Naziah Harris hopes to move one step closer to closure.
The 13-year-old went missing back in January of 2024, and the man police say knows what happened to her goes before a judge today.
Jordan Burroughs now has been following the case. He joins us now live this morning from the courthouse in Detroit with the very latest. Jordan?
As Andrew Meredith, the man we were talking about is Jarvis Butts. He's accused of sexually assaulting and murdering 13-year-old Naziah Harris. But that's just one case. There is a second case where he is accused of sexual assault with 2 other girls. That's in a separate case. We know he'll be in court later today, but let's touch base about his last court appearance, which was last month. Butts was last seen before a judge and his defense team last month while he was in court. His team said there were some discovery issues and issues with evidence, and his team wanted to quash some motions regarding the 2 sexual misconduct cases. However, as we previously reported, those were denied. Today's hearing is to clear up both cases, the Naziah Harris case and the alleged sexual abuse of the other girls. Butts faces premeditated murder charges. Naziah Harris was last seen getting off her school bus at the corner of Cornwall and 3 Mile Drive in Detroit back on January 9th of last year. Evidence shows that she is dead, but her body has not yet been found. That is according to the prosecutor's office. Jarvis Butts' jury trial is scheduled for October 6th, essentially today being a pretrial hearing to make sure that everything is in order before that jury trial begins. Reporting live in Detroit, I'm Jordan Burroughs, CBS News, Detroit.
All right. Now, I wanted to play that first because that October 6th trial is no longer in effect. And a lot of people was in total confusion about what was going on. So we're going to re-update you guys and let you know exactly what is going on. Not only is there a handful of more evidence that they found lately. You know what I'm saying? There's also a lot of witnesses that's going to be called. There's just a lot of bullshit. I'm going to be honest with you. Now, we do know right now that Shannon Harris, she does have an active warrant for her arrest right now, okay? Now, listen, I don't want you to think that it has anything to do with the trial, but here's the thing. It is for insurance, okay? It was severely a traffic violation. But we do know one thing when it comes down to police officers, they would go ahead and look for something very minor to bring you into the office for before they hit you with their woo-de-woo. You feel me? So hopefully when she go down there to try to clear up that traffic shit, they hit her with that ooh-dee-ooh. You feel me? They need to hit her with that. I'm waiting for her to hit it like that. And if they do hit it like that, that means that somebody somewhere has got to be talking. And I pray to God that it's this man. You know what I mean? Do something right with your sales and things like this. Now, what I'm going to do right now is I want to get a friend of mine up on here to give you a better update about everything that's going on. We're going to go ahead and call JayJay right now. A lot of people probably seen her when we did a on-the-spot interview at Nazia's 15th birthday celebration. You feel what I mean? So we're going to head over here real quick. We're going to let JayJay get on. We're going to get everything squared away. So y'all give me 1 second. I'm going to switch over to Discord to where we could talk to her. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Yeah. Whew. Man, I tell you. Hold on. It's going to be dark for a second, guys. Give me a second, guys. Now, I do want to also, once again, reiterate something. There was something that I did mistakenly say in error. You know what I'm saying? When we was at the Nazia Harris's birthday celebration, when we was talking about Shannon's who was in the court, it was not Shannon Harris, it was also Shannon Jones. You know what I'm saying? And that is the detective on the case with Nazia. We're gonna get JayJay on the phone. Hold on, let me ring her again because something happened. Give me 1 second. I wanna know what's going on. I hate that it's all dark. Like it's the Omen. But yeah. So, JayJay, you up in here? If you can hear me, I just need you to answer the call. I know this Discord should be a little bit different. I'm just waiting on her to answer. She just gotta click this camera. It's a little weird sometimes. Hold on. There we go. There we go. They got a dog. Let me see. Put on, I can't hear you. Hit the mic. Hit the mic too. Say something. Say mic check 1 2 3.
Mic check 1 2 3, family.
What's up, family? Hey, yo, listen.
What it do?
Ain't shit
What
but
up, though?
ain't shit but the rent. What's going on with you, family?
I know that's right. I know that's right. Not much, not much.
Hey, listen, I know you've been on the war tour. Let me get you on here real quick. I know you've been on the war tour, but listen, what I want to say is I thank you for that, though. And I thank you for just being an outstanding member of the community, being a dope-ass supporter to some of us, to many of us, and things like that. Now, what I wanted to do is, can you do me a favor and switch your camera horizontal? Just so you want to be straight up like that, we can be on the same. Let me see. There we go. Let me get you the long way, fam. Let's see your whole face. There you go right there. There you go right there. Hey, there it is. So listen, all you got to do is move your finger out the way on the other side. There you go, and you good to go. So listen, man, shout out to you. Now, everybody want to know, introduce yourself to the chat.
What up, everybody? I'm JayJay. I live in the D, and I've been following the case. I've been watching for a long time, and yeah, this is me.
So listen, this is what I want to do. I want to know something because I know that you're going to share some information with us. But I want to know, where was you at? What was the first time you ever heard about the disappearance of Nazia?
I seen it on the news, and then I ran into you. I was on YouTube, and I just started watching you a lot, like all your stuff. And then a couple months later, some more CCs popped up, and I started, going through them and watching them, and but I've been following the case since the prelim in January.
Now let me ask you something. Now, since when Nazia first went missing, what type of feedback do you remember feeling or seeing from the community? Was it a lot of people who was that known about it, or was it just kind of something that was kind of swept up under the rug? I mean, you're there, you're in Detroit right now. I mean, and you were in Detroit when it happened. Was it something that was like a momentous movement, or was it something that gradually started to take flight, like as time went on?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
It was praise to her, justice, but they could have did way better. They even got on the news and admitted that they could have did better, and she deserved better, and absolutely not. Like right now, it's been almost 2 years. Why don't they, every periodically just post that flyer, to remind people to keep awareness? Absolutely not. Nothing of that.
Yeah, so definitely shout out to all of the content creators who have been keeping Naziah Harris's name alive and many other babies alive too. Now, my next thing is when you first heard, because you guys had the information there first, but when you first heard that Jarvis was possibly responsible for the disappearance of Naziah and the kids and things like that, it was still no popularity when it came down to the case?
No. It wasn't like you would think. You know what I'm saying? Like, still, like, just think about today, right now. It's not even, it hasn't changed. Like, it hasn't, like, even though they dropped the ball, they're not trying to do anything to fix it. They take accountability, but you got to put in work, and they're still not, in my opinion, like, even though they went, on, Channel 4, because we were Channel 4. Salute, you know what I'm saying? We didn't need them, but any right, like genuine individual, and they seen that, for our Detroit community, I would have caught that. I would have captured that. That was a Kodak moment.
Facts.
That was a Kodak moment.
Facts.
That could have bought they could have played that. The world could have seen it. Like, dang, Detroit, look at y'all go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because I feel like at this point it's already been a given that her family let her down, and then Detroit Police Department let her down. Then we got Detroit school systems that let her down. It would have been a fantabulous look for them to say, all right, look, all of these other people let her down, but the city, the community did not let her down. And that was one of the things that we did want to bring, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what I felt like it was missing, that it was needed. We got so many family members right now talking about the things that they're done. But see, a lot of things what people don't want to, what they leave out is the community. Because as much as you say that you did over here, and as much as she said that she did over there, at the end of the day, nobody really knew shit. Nobody really knew shit until the content creators and the community actively start sharing this stuff and getting into this stuff. And it's like, that's what I'm trying to get some of the family to see. Look, we not taking away from the people who's trying in the family, but what y'all are doing is taking away from the community that made your loved one become popular. And that's the sad shit. And I hope later on in life that they get better with it. Go ahead, boo. Anything that you was there.
No, but I was just saying, salute to what you said, man. That shit, that again, it gives me chills watching it, and I still cry. Like, thank you for letting me be a part of it. That you did that. Thank you, man. Like, that's what we need. We need more of it. Like, I remember getting on the panel asking, like, what do we do? I felt like doom because it's bad here. It's bad. Like, it's bad. You can't even. You look wrong. I'm live with it. There's so much road rage. You're getting. There's so many people getting unalived on the lives just because of road rage.
Yeah.
Senseless violence, and it's just for you to do that, it was cool. It was real cool.
Now I want to give you your flowers, JayJay. I'm gonna be honest, because as I look back at this video, I swear, as I looked back at the video of the celebration that we did, you could see the fire in you. You could see the love in you. You could see the passion in you. Shit, hell, if I was looking at myself in the mirror, I seen you, JayJay. I seen you out there holding Naziah up. I seen you in there walking the streets and stuff. And here's the thing, bro. We come from different backgrounds, but Naziah made us all family that day. I want you to tell the people, because you was there from beginning to the end. How did you actually feel with seeing so many people that had different walks of life, different ethnicities, different ages, just all come together for a little girl who we all didn't even know personally, but who we came to know, you know what I'm saying, through a very, very tragic situation? How did you feel that day? Tell me how it felt inside.
It was magical in a sense, like no hate,
No, it's good. I cried earlier, bro. It's okay.
It was like there might be a chance. You know what I'm saying? Like no one. It was all about love, man.
Yeah. It was such a loving moment, man. I get chills every time I see certain moments, and it's things that I would never be able to describe to anyone. Now, you, and this is what I want to say, the beauty and community. I was telling people, we don't have to care. The easiest thing to do in this world now is not caring, just to be honest. If you really want to be honest, it takes a lot less energy, a lot less power, a lot less everything to not care. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to Shank Rock. I see him in the chat. It's so easy not to care. Now here you are, just a regular citizen of Detroit who just so happened to fall in love with a little girl just the way that we did. You know what I mean? And you took it upon yourself to just say, you know what, I'm going to get up this morning. I'm finna go down to this court and I'm going to find out what the fuck is going on. Because me just being in the comment section typing, I'm tired of that. You know what I mean? I want to feel like I'm doing something. So the fact that you just got up one morning, you know what I mean, and said, hey, I'm going to go down here and find out what was going on. What motivated you to do that? I want to know first, what made you get up that morning and say, I'm finna go down to this court and see what this hearing is about?
Oh, well, I can take accountability. The first thing is I felt like I wasn't putting no work in. I was just doing a lot of this, and I'm like, and I felt horrible. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was like, you know what? I wanted to start walking my talk in a sense. You know what I'm saying? It became more than watching what's going, the updates and chat and listening and seeing, because that's all became. So that's another story. So I just was like, you know what? I want to go see the real, because that's all it takes is like let me go see. And I went and saw.
Okay. Now we're gonna get into details of that and things. And I just want to say I appreciate you for going that extra mile. Because that extra mile is providing comfort, providing facts, and providing information that the family didn't even know. Because I want you to clear something up. When you got to that courthouse, when it came down to the update, and this was on Neziah Harris's birthday, you said, you know what, baby girl, I'm gonna do something bigger than just for your birthday. I'm gonna get my ass up. I'm gonna go down to the court. I want to know, did you see any family member in the courtroom?
Not one.
Stop right there. But you be on my dick. See, this is what I want people to understand, and on the reason why we do the work that we do. Because for so many people to say, oh yeah, she's our family. She's not y'all family.
We are her family.
We are all her family. Thank you. Started there. But for you to sit up here and get mad at us for being somebody else's family, how come a person who did not know Neziah from a can of paint feel compelled to get up on her birthday and actually go and sit in the courtroom to figure something out? Can somebody please help me in the comments understand that? All right, but anyway, let's keep going. So when you got to the courtroom, there was no family in the courtroom. If you could sit here and count on your hands how many people was in the courtroom, how many people could you say was in the courtroom?
We had the judge, the lady who types, 3 bailiffs, the first court date, all 3 of Jarvis, but defense attorneys, Meg B, or Meg, however you say his name.
I know who you're talking about.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Miss Ripley, Shannon Jones,
the detective,
and then me, my cousin, and 2 ladies sat behind me that were from Detroit that were local content. She told me she was a content creator.
Okay, so here we go. Now, what I want to do is I want to say shout out to everybody in the community who made it a point to call this little girl family. Can you see why? Okay, because for family to love so much, it's crazy how nobody be there for these type of situations. Now, what we're going to do is I want you to take me through some of the things that you heard that day. Now, I know you were saying that there were more witnesses. I'm going to just let you have the floor and you just tell them what you heard and saw during the first hearing.
So the first hearing, I wrote it down. There will be 78 new witnesses. 78. 78. There's 300. Miss Quick out of her, she received 300 more jail call recordings that she has to go describe, like both sides have to go through, and more digital, like video, maybe text messages. I don't know. She didn't say text messages or video, but more like what's the word I'm looking for? Digital, just digital evidence.
Okay. Digital evidence. So you said upwards of 78 people. 78
Yes.
people. So when you have that many people, and I think when I was on the phone with Tone, I actually did a video with that's Tone. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, one of the questions that I asked Tone is, do you think that the trial was going to start in October? He said with that amount of stuff, he did not feel like it was. You know, I've been saying for the last couple months, I did not think the trial was going to start this year. I just felt in my heart that it wasn't. A lot of people think that it's a open and shit type of thing. But it's not, because you cannot have no mistakes as the prosecution, because that can goddamn limit if he can be tried again and some more shit. So you got to kind of do everything correctly the first time to make sure that everything is going to be done correctly for later on and things like that. Now, because of that, I know the following day, you know what I'm saying? The lawyers and the prosecution and the defense, they had to reconvene to be able to come up with a time to where they was going to feel comfortable to be able to go through all of that new evidence. And you were there again, and I just want to say they had, and I just correct me if I'm wrong, they have the new court date for February 23rd. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now February 23rd, this new court, did it let you know when you were there if it was going to be a open to the public type of thing, or if it was going to be a closed setting, or is that something we don't know yet?
They didn't speak on it, but it's open to the public. Unless something dramatic, because again, nobody was there, and I mean, I assume a couple more people, but me and you both know what it is on that side.
Yeah, exactly.
They're going to be there, some maybe to allegedly testify, but you know what it is. So yeah.
I want to also know, you was able to see Jarvis that day, the first day of testimony. Describe how you could feel his demeanor was in the courtroom.
Victim, like a punk ass bitch. Mm-hmm. And the way he was talking on the phone, like he was, this like whoever, I can't even give him that whatever, but it didn't match. Like, you're simply retarded. You know what I'm saying? Like he was gangster. Like, and my left pinky is more gangster than him. The way like he. How, and basically, if you took the mask off, like he probably like literally like pouting, head down, Howard, mask on still, like and won't even look up. I'm talking about just blinking because he's got his mask so far up. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like just like he wants some pity, and that right there, me too, is just like. You know what I'm saying? I some things I realize you want to understand, but you can't and you never will, and you got to just let it go. Now
describe. I know you was telling me that he had his hair cut and some more shit. He looking like Michael.
Man. I'm like, how? Like, this is crispy. I'm like, dude, it made me leave. I went and got a line up because I'm like, ain't no way. Like, I'm not like, and I'm just like, how? Like, it's just, again, and obviously 300, that number was set in 78. Those two numbers were set. Mm-hmm. I stand on that, chest out, on my soul, those numbers. So he's talking to somebody.
Facts.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I feel like he got a little plumpier, so he's eating good in the neighborhood.
Yeah. And see, that a lot of people just think that, you know what I'm saying, these type of men automatically, if they have anything to do with hurting a child, that they feel like they're going to go to jail and people are going to take care of them. And see, that's the thing about it. They don't beat these type of niggas up. You know what I'm saying? Some of the women that's in there love them. I had a person stop me in Walmart when I was in Detroit, who was actually a police officer. He stopped me and said, "Hey, you do YouTube?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "Man, my mama watches you." He pulled his badge off. He said, I work down at Wayne County and things like that. And he said, "I'm gonna be honest with you. What you see," he was like, "I came in on you one time when you was talking about how, you know what I'm saying, he'd get great treatment." And he was like, "I'm here to confirm he gets amazing treatment." He said there's some women CEOs down there who don't think that
And
they
see,
got
right
guilty.
there, the audacity, the corruption, like prayers for Wayne County, like what?
Yes.
Like
yes.
you what, man? Like take his badge.
Yes.
Like man, what? Like
Yes.
like I again, I can't believe that's crazy. You're lying. He said he's getting what?
Yeah, he getting great treatment. You feel what I mean? That's why he probably eating real good and things like that. Now look, what I will say is that I pray that he's down there talking like Young Thug. I want him to be, because I'm hoping that somebody, you know what I'm saying, besides him be held responsible. I know for a fact that somebody else worked with him. I want you to also explain to them. Because there was a lot of things that was misconstrued when we went to Annette's house. There was a live that was done who people thought that we were the ones who was beating on doors and stuff like that. You was there when we went to the second location, to the second house, when we was in front of their house. When we was singing happy birthday.
When I was holding the sign?
Holding the sign, yes. Now, when we left that location, what can you describe what you seen when you got to the end of the street for the people who was not there, but heard a different live?
I heard, like, I just heard a bang bang, a lot of banging, so it made me look back, and I seen a child, and she had, like, you know how we had them cans, trying to, like, I didn't, you know, like, set, you know, do something with the candle, but I seen her do that, and then after she was banging it, and then she started just going gang ho again and kicking it, and then there were some people that I can't speak on who was, you know, right in front of her, you know, but they were like, no, stop, and you know, like, and then I because I was a little behind you, and I made it a point to get to you, and I'm like, yo, too. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that, you know, I took off on that at that point because I didn't want no issues. You know what I'm saying?
So when you came up to me and you told me, you said, too, it was some kids back there. By the time everybody made it up there, I just want you to just to clarify, because see, people sometimes think you be on this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? What is the first thing that I did when people pointed them folks out?
You made them leave respectfully, but it meant something I say, but you and they literally took off, turned right around, and left, and they, you know what I'm saying, like, you made them leave. You made them leave immediately.
I just wanted to clear that up because it was so many different people.
Because listen to, I don't know if you remember, but the remember when we stopped and we circled up and before Brooklyn and Debo talked, remember that group of girls you interviewed?
Yes.
And they said that, you know, when we asked them if she ever would look pregnant,
Yeah.
and they were like, no, she just works. And didn't they say that they didn't really know her? They just,
Yes.
you know, like.
Yes.
So why did that was the girl who went crazy. Like, why did you do that? Like, I thought if you didn't really know her, why, like, that was something, like, to me, felt emotional. Or maybe, you know, it's new generation, you know, that's just my take on it, but that kind of made me scratch my head. I didn't know if you put that 2 and 2 together, because remember they just came in late.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That, like, so, and they were like, yeah, no, they made it seem like they just seen her around the neighborhood.
Yeah. Like, as we was walking through the neighborhood, there was a lot of kids who started to flock with us, who was saying that they knew Naziah and things, and went to school with Naziah. There was a lot of people also who just was saying that they seen Naziah. You know, we were trying to actually get we was trying to get dialogue with anyone who knew Naziah, especially from a friend or kid's perspective, because here's the thing. You would think that somebody who was at school, you know what I'm saying, who was very active on TikTok, would have had a lot of more friends speaking out, especially when she went missing. But one of the things that I did come to realize was that there wasn't a lot of kids that was saying stuff, like, you know what I mean, who was in the hallways with her. And I found that to be very weird, because, you know, most of the time when little kids is on TikTok, the first thing they're gonna do is have friends, you know what I mean, and somebody's gonna say something. But I'm very happy that we did find upwards of like 4 to 5 that we're gonna be talking to on the channel, people who knew Naziah, you know what I'm saying, who really knew Naziah and things like that. And that would be, I can't wait for that episode, because I think that's going to be very dope to hear of her outside. Overall, what do you want to see happen with this case? Being that you are a native of Detroit, and this is your community as well. So what do you want to see happen?
I want justice for Nazaya, number one. We gotta do better. We gotta do better because like that was a start too. That was great, and again that was that I'll never forget that. But we still gotta do better. We gotta we just gotta come together. We gotta we gotta be grown and know what it is to be grown and know what love really is, and stop being so what's sensitive and stop taking everything so personal.
Facts.
And be able to take some constructive criticism. You know what I'm saying? Like everyone just is so quick to make it about themselves. Oh my God, it's about, you know what I'm saying? And that we gotta stop doing that, man. Like we got to, like we all bleed the same. We all got a story. We all you know, like, you know, we all go through it. We all, you know, so, you know, but we here, we breathing. Like, let's make the best of it.
Let's
you
make
know
the
what I'm
best
saying?
of it
And
together.
let's make us be better. Because that's what I did, and that's why this little girl faced. Because seeing that family, like again, me and my family, it made me appreciate my family more. But dude, it's heartbreak.
Yeah.
And I stand on it that day. People say she wasn't there. Oh, there. She wasn't in the spirit. She was there, and I promise you, that's the most love I know she felt in the whole time she was in the flesh.
I agree.
Thank you, everybody who. And you know, that's just my opinion. It's not facts. And thank you to everybody who did show up and you know, like we got to do this. It's okay. Like, you know, everyone okay to twerk or, you know, or rumors, but it's not okay to do something right.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
I want to ask you one last question before I let you off, and if you can, kind of like lean back. I think your phone is going a little bit, it's cutting out a little bit more, because I really want them to hear this part. How did you feel listening to Brooklyn?
Man, I don't want to cry again. Trauma is real, and mothers again. Listen to your kids. Protect your kids, man. Like again, since I started watching this, I'm doing background checks. I do know within 5 miles of my house, there's 1,969 registered offenders. I went through 169 pages. I clicked on every single one. That's just within 5 miles. Okay, like we gotta just start. We gotta just stop. We just give too easy. Like, okay, you know what I'm saying? No, like no. You can't just think that just because you got a good soul, you just can't expect that from the next person, especially nowadays. Okay, like you can't just leave your kids with Joe Blow. Like, come on now. Like, I know it's hard. That's not an excuse. Get up off. Let's do it. It is what it is. There's no excuse. But you can't sacrifice your kids and make an excuse like, oh well, how am I gonna work? I don't care. Figure it out. Cause I got 4 shorties. One is, you know, 3 bonus kids, and it is hard. It is hard. Being a parent is hard. But you know what? I'm not giving up, and I'm gonna do what's right for the kids because they didn't have to be here. So.
Man, I just want to say once again, and I just want to give you your flowers, JayJay. It's because, like, a lot of people talk. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people always say what they would do and yada, yada, yada. For you to be able to have your own kids, your own life, and your own family, but still have enough heart to care about somebody else's, that just goes to show you what type of person you are. And I thank you for that, because it was your sacrifice, your energy, just getting up that morning that was able to provide a whole bunch of stuff for all of us. You feel what I mean? We want to know what's going on with Nazaya. If the family don't want to, exactly, if the family don't want to have that type of heart and energy to get up to figure that shit out, we can't even rely on updates from them. That's the thing that's sad. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not saying that we are supposed to be privy to all of their business, because we're not. But we should be privy to certain things like that, because it is the community. It's the community that is helping your child's case and your family's case be heard. So from that being alone, I feel like you're doing a disservice to us to not provide that type of feedback. So I just want to say thank you so much. I appreciate you tapping in. You dig what I mean? We got a lot of events that I'm gonna make sure that I be talking to you. You know, we family for night. We locked in for life. We got a lot of stuff that we got going on when it comes down to these kids. And I would be honored if you're part of it, because the whole point is to surround ourselves around like-minded people like our own. So therefore, we don't have to worry about nothing. You know what I mean? It's an automatic reflex and things like that. Again, I thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. I love you, my sister. You feel what I mean? Thank you. And I'm gonna be talking to you. You feel me?
For sure. I love you too. Thank you, man. What you did was amazing, and don't give up. Let's keep doing it. Thank you for letting me be a part of this, and everybody. Let's. I love you guys. Keep your heads up, and just remember positivity, positive, positive.
That's it. Thank
Family,
you.
family.
Family. That's what I'm Family. All right, now let's get
All right,
it.
y'all.
All right, now look, we finna go ahead and go back over here to this thing. Hold on one second, you guys. I just want to say, man, it's this type of shit that makes me happy. Like I said, man, the energy, she didn't have to do what she did, you know what I'm saying? But she did it anyway, and it matters. You know what I'm saying? This type of shit matters. It's like my slogan. Some do it for likes, we do it for real, and that's the case. So if you're just now coming in and you missed it, trial has now been postponed, okay? It would not be in October. It has been moved to February 23rd, okay? February 23rd is the new trial date. There is 78 new witnesses, and I think she said 331 something types of court calls or digital evidence. I'm going to put it that way. We don't know what that digital evidence is, but I think it's upwards of 330 something hours, you know what I'm saying, or 331 things of digital evidence that they got to sift through. And that is the prosecution and the defense. They did not feel like they were going to be able to do all of that work by October. And then when you factor in Thanksgiving and you factor in Christmas, I knew that it was going to kind of be a little iffy trying to get through this trial. So again, if you do not know what's going on, trial would not be until February 23rd, you know what I'm saying, for Naziah Harris. Now, just because Naziah Harris, all right, the trial would not start until February 23rd. You have Shank Rock, you have Miss Parker, you have myself, you have Mocha. This is just a handful of people that covers more than one baby. Okay, I'm asking you guys as a community to please keep your eyes, put your lenses on other children as well, because listen, it is more than Naziah that's going through things. Okay, and we need each other. We need the whole community to help. All right. It's so many babies that's going missing on a day-to-day basis. We got a lot of babies that we're going to be covering, especially in this upcoming week. I pray for you guys to go ahead and check some of these stories out. You need to be able to do it. Now, I did want to share something, because while we were in Detroit and we was doing the birthday celebration. It was some people who said, you know, my kids, we went to school with Naziah, and she was like, I want to send you these pictures that I have. And I said, please send me the pictures. So we got pictures, and that's why I told you that in the upcoming week, we're going to be talking to friends who walk the halls with Naziah, who talked to Naziah, who was friends of Naziah. And we're gonna get a picture painted from Naziah from a friend's perspective, okay? But these were some pictures that she shared with us, and I thought it was absolutely cute. Naziah was always adorable as hell. And when I see pictures like this, it breaks my heart so bad, because this baby just, her life should not have been cut short. Her life should not have been cut short. And it makes me very sad to just see some of these. This was her. And this is the way that I feel as if she should have been able to live her life as a child. An innocent child. We look at these pictures right here, and she didn't even know in maybe 5 years' time that she was going to start facing life in a way that she shouldn't have had to. This is the things that keep me motivated. This is what keeps me going. Because no child should have to endure that. No child should. Somebody already did send me the Celeste Rivers case. We are definitely going to be on that case. You don't even have to worry about it. Our team right now is getting all of the stuff, getting all of the information and everything that we need for that. We're definitely going to be on that hands down. We're doing the ins and out of that case. We are. We're also going to be following the Young Dirt trial. It's a lot of things that we're going to be coming up with that we're going to be doing. Another young lady that we're going to be covering as well. The team is working hard, and I want to say shout out to all of the members on the team. Lady Shy, DC. I want to say shout out to all of the mods. Shout out to Sally. Shout out to Michelle. We got so many members of the team right now that's working very, very hard. We ain't had no days off since January. And that's a Fendi fact. But we're gonna also be covering Ebony Marie Baxter as well. A lot of people probably don't even know some of these kids, but I'm gonna get you to know them. Y'all gonna say their name just like you say Naziah's, because unlike Naziah's family, there is some family that will pray to have a community walking behind them. You feel what I'm saying? This was another picture that they shared with us as well. This was Naziah and her friend. And I look at this and it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. You do. It breaks my heart. The thing that was so crazy is the young girl who you see hugging her was at the balloon release. She's way older now. Her and Naziah would have been roughly around the same age. She was actually there. We actually had a talk with her. She was some of the pictures that she shared with us and things like that. So yeah, we're gonna be talking to her as well. I'm gonna reach out to her to see if she can give us some little insight about Naziah. But she was actually at the balloon release and things like that. And it's this type of stuff right here that should make everybody in our community, want to work hard for these kids. I'm gonna say this again. We do not have to be genetically tied, genetically linked. We do not have the same blood. You know what I mean? We don't have to do that to be family, to be community. You feel me? As you can see, JayJay is a whole completely different ethnicity from us, y'all. Completely different ethnicity. She don't gotta care. She don't gotta dabble in our affairs. We don't gotta dabble in hers. But see, this is the thing. We don't see that with each other. We see sisterhood. We see kids belonging to all of us. You feel what I mean? We don't have boundaries to this. And we can't have it. Because see, one thing I do know for certain is that we will all feel the same way if Naziah would have been one of our kids. And we would pray that we had people walking behind us. Because as you can see, the Detroit Police Department failed Naziah. The public school system failed Naziah. Her family failed her. So if you got 3 people, 3 entities that are supposed to protect a child, not protecting, who are we supposed to turn to after that? I really wanted y'all to answer that. Who was she supposed to turn to? Who? If the enemy resided in her household, if she got up every morning to go to school, if the police department is supposed to protect and serve, and all 3 of them failed her, where was she supposed to go? Huh? I'm going to tell you where she was supposed to go. To somebody who's not related to her. So for any family member in the whole fucking world to not understand why I could care about this baby and many other babies, it blows my soul. The fact that somebody can say you're not her blood blows my fucking soul. It blows my top because, baby girl, you were her family. You were her family. You was there dropping off clothes. You was there doing this. You was there doing that. And yet at the same time, shit was still able to slip between the cracks. So do you not understand why it takes more than just family? I wish y'all to get out of that shit. I wish y'all to get out of your own simple ass egos. I wish y'all to get off y'all stupid ass selves. People, understand that even though we're family, we can still fuck up. And we will pray. You should pray that in the event of a family member or family members fucking up, that there is somebody, anybody that will be there to say, hey, I got y'all, family. I got y'all. All it would have took is one stranger for Naziah. One One person to believe in her, one person to say, baby girl, you are beautiful. One girl that she could have felt comfortable with to say, hey, this is happening to me. You see what I'm saying? She didn't feel comfortable with y'all's asses. The same way that there's going to be people in our families who probably won't feel comfortable with us. And I pray to God that they find solace in someone. Whether it's a teacher, whether it's a coach, whether it's an after-school person, whether it's a neighbor. It blows me. It blows me. This little girl was getting medals at school and did not even realize that 9 years later, she would be no more. So fuck how y'all feel. We got bigger problems. I pray to God, bro, that the first thing that a lot of people do is change their mindset on the way that they think. You have to. You got to put that pride shit aside. Pride is killing folks out here. Pride is killing us all. And at the end of the day, we looking dumb as hell. We looking dumb. How the fuck can you feel disrespected? We feel disrespected. How the fuck when you in the courtroom? How? How on her birthday was it no family member who was celebrating her able to tell us when the new court dates was? How? How you so worried about what the fuck we doing and you not being at the court? How? You talking about this family shit, but you still failing her as family. How did a stranger make it down to the courtroom before y'all? Stupid to me. That shit, it blows my top so bad. It really do. I don't even care. You feel me? I really don't even care. Now, before we get off this vid, we are gonna look. It shows the new. We're gonna look at how it shows the new court dates and everything like this for the people who just tuned in. I will have this video up just in case you missed anything. This kind of give you a timeline of everything from the beginning of this year. You know what I'm saying? It goes all the way down. So you can know everything that's happening. Okay? It lets you know everything or whatever. I will make sure that I post this somewhere so you guys can have it. Because I'm telling you right now, nobody want to be able to release facts of everything. But as you can see, the October 6, 2025 jury trial at 9 o'clock has been canceled. The case has been disposed, you know what I'm saying? And now the new jury trial. Now, I want you to also understand, this will only be the jury selection that happens in February 23rd. That still doesn't mean that the trial will be starting. This will be the jury selection only. So what the fuck we was about to have October 6th is what will transpire February 23rd. So listen, it may be upwards to April before we see an actual trial, depending on this jury trial. Now, I'm going to be honest and transparent with you. The first thing that the defense might try to do is try to do a change of venue, which really wouldn't matter. But they might try to do a motion that way just to buy some more time. Let me explain something to you with what defense teams like to do. Okay? Defense like to prolong as much as they can. They like to prolong as much as they can. And I'm going to tell you why they like to prolong. They would rather see a little girl on a stand that's 17 and not 13. The more that they can postpone shit, the more that child grows up. That's why even when it was down to the R. Kelly trial, they delayed that trial as much as they could for 9 years. The more money you have, the better it would be. I'm not going to lie. Because the little girl whom R. Kelly pissed on when it all happened was a child. When they finally got to the trial, she was a grown-ass woman. Sometimes the jury can't fathom what happens when they don't see a child anymore. So this is what happens. So I'm just putting everything goddamn on the table so you can understand what could be going on. You feel me? So they like to do this type of shit. They're probably going to ask for a change of venue, but it's going to be nowhere. And I mean, absolutely nowhere that this person should be able to go, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, without nobody knowing about Naziah. Now, thank God for community. Because as you can see what JayJay just said, in her own city, Naziah's own city, the city of Detroit, nobody really knew about Neziah. Let me explain something to y'all. Even when people was covering the case about Neziah Harris from Detroit, it still wasn't getting traction the way that it should have. I'm just being real. This has nothing with Toot trying to blow their own horn and nothing. But the first thing that I did when I started covering Neziah, and when I did it, it was late one night, and it was just on my soul. I said, y'all, I know it's up late. Y'all want me to do reactions, but I'm about to get into this trial. I did it. I didn't even record it. I didn't even post it at first. It was just something that I was watching. It was like, hey, if y'all want to watch it with me. You know what I mean? No one knew. Even in the city of Detroit. I cannot make this type of shit up. I cannot. When I realized it was so many people who was from Detroit who hadn't heard of Neziah, it blew me. Now, you would think that if you had someone with a smaller demographic, right, who was covering this trial, and someone like me who was looking at it like, damn, why isn't this case not being blown? You know what I'm saying? Blah, blah, blah. Why is this not getting this many views? And I'm saying, hey, well, I got a platform. Let me see if I could talk about it to get this shit out. And it worked. You would think that that would matter, right? And you would think that that would be the focus to get the story out, not to have a pissing contest. Not to be in competition, but to get this girl's story out. You would think that would be the main reason on why we do this. But it wasn't. People, egos got involved. And why? My platform is not bigger than DDG's. And guess what? He's from Detroit. I wish that he would have seen one of my videos and said, hey, she is smaller YouTuber. Let me put this on my platform. Hell yeah. Let's get all the way in Monaco with this motherfucking shit. I wouldn't have looked at it as a smack in the face. I would have looked at it as a hell yeah. We working. We should be able to do a domino effect without nobody feeling some type of way. Slated. I ain't mean to preach to y'all tonight, but that shit be making me mad. It makes me angry, y'all. Because we definitely got to do better. Now, like I said, I'm going to make sure that I have this thing up in my Discord, and I will also put it on my community post so everybody can be on the same page with the dockets and everything that you guys missed and all types of things. I also told you guys earlier that Shannon does have an active warrant for her arrest. I think Miss Parker had already covered that. You feel what I mean? If you missed it, go and take your ass over there with your funky ass. I think her and Shank covered it. You feel what I mean? So if you need to see that in black and white, go watch it. We're only dropping facts over here. The guys that's going to keep you guys in the loop of what's real. Not that fake ass TikTok shit. You know what I mean? Where everybody want to make a story to make another story to make a story. We need accuracy. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to these cases, we cannot be spread no bullshit. You feel me? So yes, she has an active warrant for her arrest. Now it has nothing to do with the Neziah Harris trial right now. It is an insurance violation. However, I feel like they sent that warrant for her to be like, man, come on down here and fix this shit. And they going to clank her ass for something else. That's what I honestly feel. That's what I'm praying it is. We're going to see. Now, if you're not guilty, you know what I mean? And you're not feeling the heat, I don't know why you would have went down there and took care of that insurance ticket. You feel me? I don't know why you wouldn't have did it. So it makes it seem to me like you guilty. You feel me? You guilty as hell. Second of all, now this is alleged. You dig what I mean? But it is alleged that Neziah's mother is locked up again. I'm fit to get right on Wayne County, and I'm finna go and do my own due diligence. I will be able to confirm or deny that tomorrow. It's also alleged that Vari had a overdose from lean. Okay? We're gonna also see how true that is. Okay? Tomorrow, I should have a confirmation with that. Now listen, my heart goes out to Vari. I hope he get it together. I hope if this did happen, I hope that he will, this will be the wake-up call that he needs. He definitely needs one, and he needs one very, very fast. He is now a father, and you can't be doing this type of shit. Because what happens is, you want to be around this motherfucker telling us what color balloons your sister like. But yet and still, your own daughter. Y'all know the rest. You feel me? You already got an endangerment case for your daughter. You're repeating history, son. And I'm hoping the family, you know what I mean, that cares about her so much will care about him the same and get in his ear. Okay? While you worried about everything else, I'm hoping that the family is reaching out to him the way that they would have they was doing her. Because it looks like right now he needs a lot of help. Help him. Do that. Please. We're gonna be off of here. That's just all I want to say. I hope everybody was able to take the update for what it was worth. Apply it again. You know what I'm saying? I just want to clarify one more time. During the balloon release, you feel me? I did say Shannon Harris was at the trial, which when it wasn't, it was Shannon Jones. Shannon Harris couldn't have been at the trial. She's wanted. She's a fugitive. She's a Fuji. She Lauryn Hill. you feel what I'm saying? She Lauryn Hill. Now listen, we definitely did a recap this morning, and I don't care. I'm finna show this again because it's eerie. I might cry, and I don't care. Fuck off. You feel me? Whatever. I got this new honest thing that I'm going to where I'm just not caring about a lot of shit no more, and I just can't. You dig me? I can't. So fuck off. But I do want to show one thing again. I'm proud to have followed my first mind when it came down to Desire. I'm super happy. It was something about seeing that flyer that resonated with me, with her. It wasn't until I was reacting to her, I probably think I want to say 2 months into, I didn't even realize that her birthday was a day after mine. It made me feel even more different. When Nazia's mother, when I found out Nazia's mother was like mine, it made me feel even different. Like I was connected to her in a way that I never could explain. If you missed the birthday celebration that we did, please go watch it. And I mean, don't skip nothing because every moment in that birthday celebration is so special. It was so many takeaways that I got from that video. And I didn't even, you go out and you do these things and you don't know how special it's going to be until it was special. You know what I'm saying? Like I was telling you guys earlier, for the people that was on, it was a moment when we were walking down those streets and my heart was beating so fast, I felt like I was going to pass out. Because it got me saying, like, damn, this little girl was walking. This is the last places over here that she walked. And it did something completely different to me. Like, you just seen JayJay get teared up. I'm getting teared up right now just thinking about it. But I remember walking down them streets. I was walking down them streets. And here I was asking Nazia, I'm hoping you feeling this love. Please let me know if you feeling this love. This is the questions that I was asking this baby, man. I can't make this type of shit up. And it was just a moment that a person that pointed out that I got to show y'all one more time. That was just so special to me, and I just don't care. I'm going to point it out. Because to me, I feel like Nazia gave me complete confirmation that she felt the love. Like I asked her that question, and it seemed like she just told me. And I want you guys to see it. Now, when I turn this on, I want you to please take a look at this sun. I want you to look at this ray of sunlight. I'm going to move myself out the way. Now, I want you to also look at one thing. I'm going to backtrack it just one time. We was here when I was asking myself that prayer. I was saying, damn, I'm hoping you feel it. So when we got here, okay, I want you to just look at the sun.
Naziah Harris. Never forget her name. 15. Don't forget it. Naziah Harris. Today she'll be 15. Remember that, baby. If it was yours, you would want say purses on the ground.
We don't give a fuck. It's about Nasiah protecting us today.
I get it back.
Happy birthday, Nasiah! Hey! Look at the sun, y'all. As you can see, that was JayJay right there. But that moment to me, that light followed me like I had, listen, my back is to it. I didn't know nothing about it until somebody said too. Look at it, start at 11:17 or something. And I went back and I said, what the fuck? And here's the thing that really fucked me up, y'all. You will see JayJay, Salih, we zigzagging and we weaving in front of each other and some more shit. We really are. I'm rounding corners and that light stayed on my ass. And then when JayJay was saying we left our purses, I said, man, fuck all that, man. We got the Nasiah protecting us today. Bro, I don't know how spiritual y'all is, but that fuck, man, I'm over here getting, look, I get the shakes from it. I can't, I need, somebody clip this. I need this. What the fuck was that?
Remember that day. If it was yours, you would want us to remember.
It was almost like the sun was a camera, bro. If you look at how the sun is moving, it's like somebody's moving the camera. Do y'all not understand that? The sun is usually just shining. It's not moving like that. Why is it moving like that, bro? Like, you got to understand what I'm saying, bro. This shit just, it blows me in a way I can't even understand it.
Today she'll be 15. If it was your baby, you would want us out here walking for you. Don't forget her. Did somebody stay back for their cars? People got their purses on the ground.
We don't give a fuck. It's about Nasiah protecting us today.
I get it back.
Happy birthday, Nasiah! Soon as I said it's about Nasiah protecting us today. Now, what I want y'all to pay attention to, look at the people behind me, damn it. It ain't no ray of lights on them. Look at Salih to the right. It ain't no lights on them. When I'm saying it's about Nasiah protecting me, look how it just seemed like she just put the beam on my ass real hard, bro. Look at that shit, bro.
Protecting us today. I get it back.
Then when I say that, look where the beam ended up going right to.
Happy birthday, Nasiah! Hey!
God. Nothing but God. That damn sun followed me all the way to my car. Look at JayJay over there. Do you see the sun on Shawty? Do you? It's stuff like that, moments like that that let me know there's a God, bro. We gonna get justice for her. Look at JayJay. Look at JayJay. Look at JayJay holding Nasiah in front of these folks' house. And y'all don't want to sit up here and talk about community? Fuck me up, bro. That shit fucked me up so bad when I watched that. I get chills from that shit, bro. Because it's like, how'd that happen? Bro, don't listen to nobody. Follow your heart, follow your spirit. Don't let nobody make you feel any type of way for loving the way you love. You know what I mean? The way you love can probably save somebody else's life. So don't ever in your life listen to nobody, because you know who those people are? The devil. The devil come in so many forms and in so many things that be telling us to stop this shit sometimes, to stop advocating, to stop fighting, but we don't. But it be the devil that be coming in forms of people and family members and all of that type of shit. When I look, it let me know right then and there. When that girl Light followed me around, she let me know that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, so I can give a fuck about what her family's saying. Straight up. If anything, that shit just made me feel, make me want to go harder. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody made me want to go harder. She let me know I'm on the right track, and I'm going to stay on y'all asses, feet on y'all whole necks. Swear to God. For everything, on everything that I love, and that's just all I'm going to say about it, bro. That was different. Never seen nothing like that in my life, bro. And I don't even understand how that happened like that. It was like almost like, I don't even understand. I can't even explain that shit. I can't. And I ain't looking for an explanation from it. I feel what it is. I feel what it is, bro. And in that moment, I ain't know what was going on. I was able to give that big post to Brooklyn. So when she get up in the morning, she see her big cousin and she keep being courageous the way she is. That little girl got more courage in her than some of the grown women in Naziah's family. And goddamn it came from a 13-year-old. Now 13. Because when she was going through what she was going through, she was 8 years old. 8. I love y'all, family. We're back at it tomorrow again. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. We're going to be getting into a lot of videos. I just told you we're going to be getting into a lot of new stories. I wanted to give you this update. I will have this video up. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. Again, I want you also to understand the itinerary for tomorrow. Tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? We got, before we even get into reactions, one of our own, DC Fat Mama, she has a video. We're going to react to it. If you loving the family, you love the team, you love Drip Set, please tune in tomorrow. We're going to get to her video first. We're going to do her video before reactions, before we get anything else started. It's only like an hour, so y'all tap in or whatever. We all love DC. Y'all always hear DC, especially on a morning show and things like that. Show her love. I'm not even playing. I would cuss your ass out too. I'll cuss your ass out over my family, y'all. Don't start. I'm telling you, I feel different. I feel real different. So I will cuss your ass out. I'm not even playing, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. But please tune in tomorrow, Sunday. We got Sister Sunday. You feel what I mean? We're going to be tapping into Sister Sunday. Like I told you guys, I'm back, Jack. We're back on a regular schedule program. We're going to be touching on a lot of stuff. If you did not see the birthday celebration, please go tap into it, okay? You're not going to be disappointed at all. You feel me? Go get a little bit of love over there because it was a lot of love shown that day. And I'm thankful for everybody who came out. I'm thankful for the city of Detroit. I'm thankful for even the Detroit Police Department who sat there, who monitored, who policed, you know what I'm saying, while we was out there and let us have a peaceful protest without getting in the way and diffusing things. As you can see, a lot of people was like, too, you know what I'm saying, the balloon release was illegal in the state of Detroit and blah, blah, blah. The police said, let them off. We let them off. You feel me? Gotta do it every time. So when we out here doing what we doing what we doing. Like I said, some do it for likes, we do it for real. I love all of y'all from the bottom of my heart. Please make sure that you tap in with me tomorrow. We're gonna be back tomorrow. All right, make sure you like, comment, subscribe.